my creatives. Today we are going to do something very exciting. Today I'm going to share an mixed media art journal flip through with you, but not of one journal, of all of my completed journals. So these are all my completed journals. So this video is an art journal share of all my completed art journals. Let's start with art journal number 1. This is my very first art journal. I started art journaling in 2015 and this is an altered book, which is my very first art journal. I did do some art journal pages in this before, but this one is the first one that I completed. So this is very old art. If you are familiar now with my channel and with the art journals that I make, it will be very different. I haven't looked through these beforehand, but I'm going to share with you what is inside. Maybe we are having some cringy art in here. I do think so. So first of all, the cover, I stamped out some images and I also put a tulle on the cover to create a more dimensional cover and some flowers. And then let's open it up. So this is Kyra's art journal, start to finish, April to June 2015. This was also when I did quite a lot of art journaling. Some of these pages are process videos on my channel, but some of them are not. So you can only see them in this video or in the art journal flip through I did years ago, but that was a very long time ago. I also forgot to date a lot of my pages still, and as you can see, my style changed tremendously. Which is really fun to see that it has changed so much. But still, you can see me in this, I guess. This is one page that I really like that I made. I remember that I was very proud of this page. And then this one. So yeah, my skills have improved a lot. So I don't have any recent art to share with you in these flip throughs because I haven't completed an art journal in a long time. So yeah, it will take me some time. I'm going to try to finish up an art journal soon so I can share a flip through of more recent art. But this is back in 2015. And this is where my journey started with art journaling, which is a very exciting and a long time ago. I believe this is the time that I started a blog for my channel, and this is one of the first pages I shared on there. I know this is a page someone else really liked. I do still use a lot of these techniques and products, but I think yeah, it just changed a lot over the years, which is very cool. I already made some vintage looking ones here, and this is a Tim Holtz stencil. So this is what the Tim Holtz stencil Harlequin was one of the first stencils that I ever bought. Moving on to this one. Yeah, these are some very fun pages. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love this one. I don't think there is a process video for this. Nowadays, for my new recent art, there are a lot of process videos. So I will leave the playlist for you up in the eye or link down below so you can check out all my art journal videos. But most of these don't have a process video because I just started out. And this is an altered book. So I just bought the book at the second-hand store. Oh, these doors can open. Really loved making this one, I can remember. But I bought this at a second-hand store and I just ripped out more than half of pages and stuck some of them together to create a more thicker page. But this is one where you can see the book text properly, and these illustrations were also already in this book, so I made them part of my art. Which was fun. I made this with a friend together, which was really fun. But as you can see, I was very much exploring, and this doesn't look like my art. This is one where I did finish the picture. So this was a photo from Flow magazine, and I tried to finish it up in my journal. My mother-in-law really loved this page. And then this is where I first did the tulle, and that is why I also did it on the outside cover, because I absolutely loved this look. But as you can see, it's very plain still for my doing in collage. And I also share these now with you to show that I also started somewhere where maybe it's not as amazing. I don't know, I still love it because you can see my growth and my progress. But yeah, also to share with you, don't feel discouraged if you feel like you don't have a certain, well, state of making art. I don't know how to explain that. Just keep on making art, because this doesn't look like anything that I'm doing right now. And that's the beauty of art, and especially practicing something, is that you get better at it every time and every page you make. This is also one that I very much enjoy. So this is a stencil that I borrowed from someone else, from Tim Holtz. I'm still thinking about buying it though. Then this one is with the dilutions, I believe. I think I made this one with the dilutions. But it's really fun to see. And my art journals are a mental health tool. So every page we are flipping through is a story and is a certain feeling. Oh, I really, really hated this page, and I still do. I absolutely hate this page. So this didn't turn out how I wanted it to. Like nothing on this page is how I wanted it to be. But, you know, I leave it in there because this is also art and this is also the progress. But what I want to say is that this is a mental health too. So you can see where my mind was going with all of these pages. I have one of my dear friends and subscribers, Marie, who has been here since the beginning of my YouTube channel. And she was always able, even when I did music only videos, she was always able to read what I was going through in my art. And that is really fun. I think if you see them like this, that is very noticeable where I was going. I had a lot of ups and downs. I also really love this page. This is also one of my favorites from my early days. I don't know, maybe it's the color scheme. I also really like this one. And you can already see my progress. So, okay, this were my face drawing skills in 2015. I can promise you I am a graphic designer now, and I learned how to draw because I drew more. This is not my drawing skill anymore, but it's fun to look back on it. It's okay, but I can see a lot of things that I would do different now, a lot different. It says break free, so this is me. I think you can understand that this is me. This is also one of my favorite pages. I really got into it and really love this page. And then this is my last page, and I like to end my pages always with a certain quote. So this one says, every end has a new beginning. And then this is art journal number 1, the first one that I finished. Now, this is art journal number 2 that I finished, but this has my very first art journal pages. This is just a cheap notebook from Hema, and I just ripped out the pieces. So this is lined paper, very cheap notebook. I have to skip the first page because on the first page I have my home address. So I will skip that first page. But I covered this art journal, this was a craft cover I believe, with washi tapes. So these are all washi tape strips. I still love washi tape, but this is the second one that I completed. And this was one of the first pages that I created. And I did some doodling here. Then this one was one of the... after I watched one of the videos from Rachel, I can't remember her name right now, but it was inspired by one of the videos that I saw. So as you can see, I also got inspiration from others or tried things others did to learn. This is about me and having ADHD and thinking in videos. My brain works like a video, and these are from a can. So yeah, I was very much experimenting. Then this is a very chaotic page, but you have these interactive pieces here with some quotes and some washi tape. And we have this vintage kind of page. And then we have one with follow your dreams. I'm still doing this. I'm still following my dreams, but it's so different. I also really like this page when I made it. This was also one of my favorite pages to make, but my style is so different now. It is crazy. This is also one, this was a very important one for me to make on a mental health kind of way. Don't overthink, just let it go. I can still do that. Overthinking is my superpower, I think. Then I also made this one. She believed she could, so she did. I also have a sticker from Carmen now on my bullet journal that says this quote, which is very, very cool. But this is with dilutions, I believe. And I still stuck in pieces of paper on these notebook pages here. I don't do that anymore. As you can see here, I doodled this girl and I just made this page. And I doubled up my pages with some gesso and washi tape. This is one I very, very much like. I'm very proud of this one. It turned out, well, I remember this is from 2015, December 2015. I remember when I made this, I was like, whoa, can I make this? Really? Am I able to create such a piece? So yeah, this was a very emotional one, of course, for me to make. I also created this one a very long time ago. So this is also 2015. Then this one, this is 2016. And here you see that I already got more into collaging and making my quotes like this. Then here I used some journaling cards and I cut them apart to create this page. This is also 2016 January. This is very, very old. The day that I'm filming this is 5th of June 2021. So this is very, very old. This was also one that I really had to make for myself. It says I'm temperamental, I overreact and exaggerate, but I work hard, love harder, and never give up. I have ADHD, so these things happen to me quite often. But it's fun to see that I already did this vintagey kind of style in this art journal. Oh, I loved this page. I love this page so much. I didn't even add a quote. This is just a page it is. And this is still my favorite stamp set. It is Don't Forget to Fly, I believe, from Finnabair, or something with Dare to Spread Your Wings. It's one of my favorite stamp sets. Still, I created this with someone else at their house. That was also really, really fun. And this one, I'm also very proud of this one, but I know I made this one when I wasn't doing so great. And this was my way to communicate that I wasn't doing great. Like, it was dark and snowing and everything is like a little bit Halloween-y. And this was my feeling at the time. Because all of my art journals are feelings. Same for this. This is a Donna Downey stencil. I still have these products. So cool to see how I used them way back. This is about Oots, Every Day is Valentine's Day with You. And this is in February 2016. Then this one is also February 2016. It's okay to look back at the past, just don't stare. And I'm still trying to do that, but I'm good right now with my past. This page is like completely, I don't know, but I do love it. But I did make a silhouette of a cat. It's so experimental. You cannot say that I have had one style over the years, and definitely not. I wonder, if you are a recent subscriber of mine or a recent watcher, do you think that these look like my art? Let me know. Or if you've been a long time, do you see me still in this or not? I would love to know. This was a lot of work to make. So I had this idea. I wanted to make this very, very busy life around me, you know, the world outside, and then calm inside. So this is me and Oots together. And then when I'm with him, I feel like there's this calm bubble in chaos of the world. And I made this with gift card stamping with paint, and this was so much work. I never anticipated it, but when I started, I had to finish it. So I really loved the look, but it was a lot of work to make this page. Then I made this page. I had something had happened, and I still exactly remember what happened, but I don't want to share that online. But it was not okay. It was not okay. And then this is the last page of this journal. And suddenly, you know, it's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. And this was in May 2016 that I made this. And I think this is made with oil pastels. So the front cover also has it on the inside, but I cannot share because of my personal information I have there. So that is art journal number 2 I completed. Then we continue with art journal number 3, and art journal number 3 is my first proper art journal that I bought. This is a Dilutions small journal that I completely filled up, and you can definitely watch the process of this on my channel, the making of the cover. I put some wood veneers on the cover and painted over it, and some wallpaper and all these things, and it did rip a little bit here, but I don't mind if this happens to my journals. I mean, they're life, and a cracked spine is also life. You know, we're not perfect. I struggle with perfectionism, so I try to learn from my art journals as well about things. It's okay. It's life. So this was my first proper art journal. I had to check, yes, that I created. And with this one, I have a title page, and it is from 18th of June 2015 until the 27th of August in 2016. I did fill them up quite fast back in the day. So we start here. This is the first page, and this is also a journal I believe I started in working on different pages, so not chronologically, because if you work in them chronologically, as you can see, they're getting quite fat. You will get one hump on one side, and then you cannot work on the other side, so I do switch around in my journals. So these are not all chronological. Look at my face drawing skills. If these were my skills, you can do it too. I'm sure you can. I am sure you can. Then this was also an art journal page inspired by another YouTuber. I believe it's called Nika in Wonderland. That inspired me to make this one. Here another page with a face. And yeah, my drawing skills got a lot better. But yeah, you just have to do that. This was my first YouTube video, I believe. I believe this was my very, very, very first YouTube video I filmed downstairs with a crappy webcam to share online. And that is when I found my love for making YouTube videos. I just really, really enjoy the whole process and making videos and sharing the story about my art journal page. Because for me, it feels like I'm sharing a story in the time lapse and not just an art piece. I share, in my opinion, a lot more for what I see. So that is what I enjoy about it. And this is also a page where I try to draw faces. A summer page. So as you can see, I'm a less, how do you say that? So this is very, I don't know how to say it. My style is just different. I can't come up with the words. Oh, I remember this page. I also filmed this page. So this page was so frustrating because it didn't work out and everything. And when I added layers on top of layers on top of layers, it only got worse and worse and worse. And I worked through it. And in the end, everything can be fixed. This page also got fixed, but this was a dramatic one to pay. And I remember that I was so frustrated while making this one. So this is also another page with a lot of gold spray. I just bought my first gold sprays. And I had to try them out. Here we went on a holiday to Spain. So I flew for the first time. And it was the first time on a holiday with Oets and his mother and his brother. And we had a very, very good time. So I document that. So like I said, my journals are documentation of what I do. So this is a page, and this had the tickets of everything from the airport and our names and the flight tickets and everything. I used that as a background and then painted over it. And I don't know if I've written it right, but I tried to say no hablo español. Then we have these sticky pages that I created. Still love this stamp set. And I'm using a lot of distress paints in this journal. I believe this is made with Dilutions, and I made this with Dilutions first and then painted on top of it and tried to write on top of it with a white pen. It didn't really work out, of course, because Dilutions, are water reactive, but still. This page, I used some of this gold paint, and I have to keep this paper in there because otherwise these pages will stick so badly together that I cannot take them apart anymore from each other because I dripped them. I don't know what this paint was, but it was cool to make, but not so cool to keep my art with. So I have this piece of paper in between these pages to help it not stick. This is also a page with a magazine image. This is so fun to see because I changed so much. So I created this. I think this is also a process video. And after I uploaded it, I thought, well, that's funny. I almost created the same thing without really thinking about it. But I did. Really, really fun. Then this is also a YouTube video. This is one of the first times that I painted flowers. I have a video on my YouTube channel that's called I'm a Late Bloomer, and I'm painting flowers in that one. You can see my progress in my art creating. Really fun to see now. Then this one with the vintage look. I really love this one. Still a really fun page. I also played a lot with texture. This is, this is some ribbon from Action that had quotes. And this is from Flow Magazine, I believe, these images. Moving on. Oh yeah, this page. I still don't know. I showed it to a friend and she was like, I don't know what this is. I'm like, I also don't know what this is. I don't know. I don't know if I need to hate it or if I like it. I just don't know what to think about this page. This is also a YouTube video. This is made with dilutions. Then this one is not, I believe. I think I made this one somewhere else. So nowadays I film everything that I do to share with you. This is also one of my process videos. Not all battle scars are visible scars, and this is about my mental health and people not seeing it. So you know that when people see a broken leg, they are okay and going to take care of you. But if you have mental health problems and people don't see it, then often it is like they treat you like there's nothing going on or that you are exaggerating and stuff. But that's not the case. I mean, you don't know what someone else feels. This is also one of my favorite pages, by the way. Oh, yay! So this is the day that I had 200 subscribers. Why didn't I write down the date? This is also a process video on my YouTube channel. How fun! Then here is Summer is Coming. I don't know. I think I made a process video for this one. This one was also one that was really fun to make. I do think that this is also a process video. And everything was inspired by this image from Flow Magazine, I believe. That inspired my whole background. So this was with New Year's. I made this for someone else and they used it for a card. And now I look back on it, I'm like, I don't know. I do really love this page. So this is also one of my favorite techniques. I don't use it a lot at the moment because it takes so much time to dry. But this is modeling paste with dilutions. And I absolutely love how it pulls up around the modeling paste and how it looks. So if you need a fun technique, that's something you can do. But just remember to let your air dry your modeling paste. That is something I did a lot in these journals. But I feel too impatient. I sometimes use modeling paste still, but not a lot because I don't like drying times. So this one. So I remember this one. I thought I filmed this process and it was so cool and it turned out so nice and I did all these awesome things and I was very proud of it. And then I figured out that my camera didn't film. Oh, I was devastated. I was so angry with myself. This is also a process video, I believe, on my YouTube channel. So like I said, I have a playlist with all of my process videos. This one I don't know. Here we are getting into the art journals that are maybe on my channel or maybe not on my channel. I can't remember all of them, of course. This is also one of my favorites. I absolutely love this page. And yeah, this is a one I really had fun making. Same with this one. I can't remember if this is a process video. This is definitely not a process video. I'm quite sure. These are beads that I glued down. And Then I also don't think this one is a process video. So I had the same with this. This is modeling paste. The butterfly is modeling paste and these leaves are modeling paste. And then I thought, yes, I'm going to paint over it. But it was so much work. So sometimes I have a lovely idea, but then the work is so much. Well, this day is, I think, obvious. I was very, very busy. Very, very busy because of my ADHD. This is also one of my favorite pages I created. I was really getting into collage and the layering. I think you can see the progress from the first art journal you watched until this one. Then this one's made with Dilutions. Oh yes, this one. This was also a weird page to make. And I did the same thing like I didn't learn from the last time. I'm going to paint over the modeling paste. This is also a process video. It's so fun because my drawing skills have improved so much. I even create my own digital kits now with my own drawings on Patreon. So if you want to check that out, head over to my Patreon. It's always linked down below in the description box. And then don't look back, you're not going that way. And then that is art journal number 3. So now we have some interesting ones coming because I created this one. I don't think I have ever shared this art journal. I also know that it's not complete because one piece is standing downstairs in my I don't know, closet, bookcase. But this is a booklet I created from pen and papers that I put together. So this is a handmade journal with lots of pockets. And I created it in a vintagey kind of style. And I tried to fill it up, but then I got bored with it. So I created these cards with vintage. And I still love the idea of having a folio or something with all these cards in there. And everything is art. But I don't know if I can finish it because I definitely didn't finish that one, but I called it done. I was over it. So this is an art piece, and one of these cards is standing downstairs that I have created. I remember that I have that downstairs. I wasn't prepared for that when I started filming, but I remember that I have it downstairs. So moving on. So yeah, my style is definitely changing, but no one has ever seen this one before. This is an exclusive art journal peek. It's also been so long since I looked into this myself. I don't even know what's in here. And then I made this out of cards, bases and envelopes, I see. And then we have this one. This weirdly shaped card I made. I cut that by hand. And then another quote. This one is also, and this is also an image you saw in that journal, I believe, or you're going to see it. But I tried to do it everything in vintage. Like I said, here is supposed to be one, and then this one, and then we have this with my home address. I have to check if I need to edit that out. And then here is another one, and I don't know. Let's see what's on the back. Yeah, on the back there's also my home address. So I'm not going to share that, of course. But here's another card. This was in a time where I took my art journals other places to journal in. And if I would lose it, then somebody could send it back to me. I don't put my home address in them anymore. I also have a PO box now for everyone to see. So I would put that in. Then this is a series that I did a very long time ago in 2016. So everything of this is a playlist on my channel, and it's called an Altered Art Journal series, I believe. And this was a little booklet that came with Flow magazine, and I turned it into an art journal. I really love the size of this art journal, but you can see the whole process of me creating this journal and filling it up, which is pretty exciting. So this is the first page. And yeah, you can see I changed. I do really love this one. Maybe it's because it's blue. I don't know. But I very much enjoy this one. Then, oh yes, I remember this one. I definitely remember this one. This is so long ago. But you can see the Flow book in the background. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you can see it in real life. And then this one, all of these pages are process videos. It's so fun. I changed a lot. I need to finish an art journal. This is stuck together. Oh, I'm ripping it. It's okay. I need to finish an art journal soon because then I can share what my style is right now. I do really love this page. Really, really love this page. I also need to use this as a stamp again. And then this one, so this made use of the image that was already in this booklet. And some distress paints, I believe. And a very, very bright one. This is a Kaisercraft card. And these are butterflies are from Pattern Paper. I believe it's Maggie Holmes, but I'm not quite sure. Then the last one. This was also one that I started. I was like, what am I doing? But in the end, now looking back on it, I do like it. It's kind of fun. Keep it simple. Don't overthink it, Kyra. So that is a fun little one. And then this is my last completed. So this is the most recent flip through of an art journal on my channel. Because like I said, I need to fill up some of them. But I work in 10 journals at the same time. I have a video, my current art journals. I will leave that link down below in the description box for you. I filmed that over a year ago, I believe. But then you can see in which art journals I'm currently working. Which is quite a lot. But I've painted this cover. You can see this on my YouTube channel, how I painted this this cover. And I believe all of these pages are also process videos on my channel. So this is my first one, and I started this journal in June 2016 and finished it in July 2018. And now you will see that I already worked in multiple journals because the time gaps between finishing and ending a journal or starting and ending a journal is quite big. This is a process video on my channel, and I made these stickers myself and I sold them long time ago, which is really cool. But I'm going to create a mixed media digital kit inspired by these stickers, and I'm going to do that with my skills I have right now, so that's cool. I love this page. This is also one that is on my channel. This is an altered book, by the way. Like I said, you need to check out my I'm a Late Bloomer art journal video and see my painting skills with flowers right now. It's really cool to see how much you can grow. Then we have this one. I believe this was one Marie very much liked. I can't remember. Marie, if it was, let me know. I remember making this one in summer, and I very much enjoyed making this one. I had a lot of fun drawing this cat. And this is a quote from The Lion King. The Lion King is my favorite Disney movie, for the ones who didn't know. Absolute favorite. This is also one on my YouTube channel, which is a fun technique. So I used the stencil to create the tree branches, and then I splattered all over my page with these autumn colors to create like it looks like a tree, but these are all splatters. So you have splatters close to each other to make it look like a tree, and then all these leaves that are going through the air. Really fun technique. Be prepared for a mess though. Then I also created this one. Don't forget to relax. I think I went to school while making this one. This was a card from Flow magazine that I used as an inspiration for the whole piece. This one, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I also don't know what I do. And you know, not all pages are going to be amazing. Not all of them are going to be amazing. I do really like this one. So this is from 2017. You can see that this is from later. And I feel a little bit more confident in what I'm doing. This is one of my absolute favorite pages. Still one of my absolute favorite pages. So this is all modeling paste. And then I painted, or I colored the modeling paste, I believe with some gelatos, and put it on there and just added my other things. I love it. I'm not really good with white space. I made this together with Sylvia when we were Skyping together. That was a lot of fun. That was in 2017. Then this is a take 5, I believe. I'm not quite sure. Is this a take 5? We've been doing the take 5 challenge for 3 or 4 years now. So some pages can be take 5s. And here you can see I'm starting with the collage and the really ripping up pieces and stuff. Really cool. I would do things differently now. See, then this is definitely a Take 5. I think this is one of the first ones when Heba and Bree were still part of the Take 5 group. I do really love this one. And then this is the last one in this book, where one book ends, another one begins. And then those are all my completed art journals. So like I said, these are very, very old, because this is the most recent one. That was 2018, and we are 2021 right now. So I need to finish off some art journals. And I really hope that you enjoyed watching this, and maybe feel like you can also become better in your art. I get a lot of comments that people feel like they cannot be as good in art as I am. I sometimes feel weird when people say that to me. But, you know, I also started somewhere, and I hope you had fun watching my cringy art journal pages, or the ones that I did really like. Thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. I would also love it if you'd consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Put the notification bell on all notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. You can also become a patron of mine and see more art journaling, more digital kits, more drawings, more everything. You can also have a Zoom meeting with me if you would like. Link to that's down below in the description box. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!